out of my car fast enough, which it's too late now. Where is he? Great, he's actually coming closer. He's right there.
I have this tiny annoying habit where when men annoy me, I like to find ways to make them feel really stupid and inferior and stunned. I like to call it like verbally stunning men. And when it comes to men asking me for my phone number, I have crafted my favorite verbal stun technique. I'd love to share that with you. But first, a full disclaimer that we don't owe men shit. We don't owe them politeness. We don't owe them kindness. If they're verbally harassing us for our information, we obviously don't owe them our information. But if you're like me and you like to fuck with people, but you also want to kind of diffuse the situation, this has worked flawlessly for me. Okay, so a guy asked me for my phone number. Hey, can I get your number? My response: oh, I'm so sorry. I actually don't share my personal information. But if you want to share with me your name and your phone number, I might consider giving you a call. Do you have your business card with you? First of all, who carries a business card with them anymore? But having to put them in that position makes them feel really inadequate and look unemployed, even if they're not. And so if I don't have a business card, and then I'll go, oh, okay, well, if you didn't come prepared, if you do want to go find a piece of paper and write your name, your full name and your phone number, I would definitely consider giving you a call sometime. But if you can't do that, that's kind of the only way I'm willing to engage here, so I'm gonna go. And they're stunned into silence, just frozen in frame. Or their brain operates a little bit faster and they go and they grab a pen and paper and they write their name and their phone number down. And then I have their name and their number. Because, bitch, why do I have to give you my information? No. I'm going to collect it from you, okay? I'm going to take control of this situation. And now that I've got your phone number and your full name, I love full naming a fucker who won't leave me alone. So now Edward Thomas said, but now that I gave you my information, can I have yours? And then I look at it and I go, hey, Edward Thomas, I think we're done now. It scares the fuck out of them when you full name them. Like their mother is talking to them. Anyway, this is what I like to do. It's really fun to watch them squirm. So stun them verbally, stun them with a stun gun, however you want to do it, ladies, get at it.
Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Miss Kafue. So ladies, in this world, people will try you, people will test you, people will test your patience, people will test your boundaries, and most of these people will be men, unfortunately. Let me tell you, as a woman, you have to learn how to stand up for yourself. You have to be very adamant in standing up for yourself and the women around you. Let me tell you the truth, because if you don't, people will walk all over you like a doormat. So in this video, you'll be getting to hear how to do it and women who have done it before and how it worked out for them in different situations and how to approach them. So without further ado, let's quickly jump right into this video and then I'll be back to give my take on it.
And I'm really not trying to be an asshole when I say this, but this is the first generation that we have women that have the ability to choose who we marry, choose where we go to school, choose what we do with our lives. Stop wasting it on a man. I'm so tired of women in their 20s literally thinking that the most important thing, the most deciding factor of their life is their man. How they can keep the man, how they can get the man. They would rather struggle with the man. They would rather abandon their entire education, their entire wants and needs to be with the man. And it is actually sickening because we are the first women in our generation to really have a choice. Do you think your great-great-grandmother had a choice of which man that she was with? Do you even think your great-great-great-grandmother could have a bank account that wasn't approved by her husband? Literally stand the fuck up. Because I'm sorry, these men that you are literally crying, not eating over, abandoning yourself for are literally the most mediocre men that you could possibly freaking find. And guys, even if he's a catch, even if he's 6'2" in finance and has money, it does not matter if he's not treating you right. Like, literally get it through your fucking head.
One thing about me, I will be safe going out on my own. I have punched men before. I will do it again. If they continue to harass me, I don't want a man to take care of that for me unless he's like obviously a lot bigger and stronger than me. It's okay. I can take care of it. And maybe that is my delusion speaking. But the times I have done it, the look of pure shock and disbelief in a man's face after it is the most rewarding and fulfilling feeling one could ever experience. So yeah, I'm not stupid. It's not like I just go around punching people. I did it for good reason, out of self-defense. But that's just me though. Be careful, because you do that to the wrong person, it could actually have very, very, very serious consequences.
If you are being attacked by a man and you need to fight for yourself, you want to knock them out, you want them to stop moving as soon as possible. So you see someone get hit in the face in the movies all the time and they get knocked out on the first punch. Often women get knocked out on the first punch, just like punch and unconscious. That's not true. I was punched 3 times in the face, I think 3 times in the eye, and I was fine. I got up and fought him after that. I wasn't even like dizzy. So know that you can get punched in the face by a man and bounce back like that. It just depends where you get punched, which is what I'm going to show you. You want to take your fist or your elbow or your palm or whatever you can, if you have time to think about it. And where you want to hit is here. You want to hit the chin. You don't want to sock them in the eye. You don't want to sock them in the jaw. Because ultimately what will knock someone out is when their brain bounces against the back of their skull. And when someone sees you coming with a punch, boom, in the eye, or if you just hit them in the jaw or whatever, the neck will protect the brain. But if you surprise them with a hit to the chin, you get that rapid movement, that will knock them out. Or if you want to use a weapon to do this, even better. Also remember, your adrenaline will kick in and you will be 10 times stronger than you normally are. You will not feel pain as well. 0 pain. I didn't feel that I was stabbed in the head. I didn't feel that I was cut anywhere on my body. I saw it, but I didn't feel it at all. You guys know that I'm a proponent of self-offense for women, and this is what you want in self-offense. You want to cause them to stop moving, however possible, and by whatever means, because you're not in a fair fight. I didn't knock out the man who attacked me. I was punching and kicking. I was just a wild woman. I was just boom, 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 like punching, kicking, attacking, and I was thinking about kitchen shears and really making him stop moving. And just remember, your goal is to survive. Your goal is not to escape. Your goal is not to fight. Your goal is not to freeze. Your goal is not to fawn. Your goal is to survive by any means necessary.
I'm gonna say this one time. You must have the courage to call people out on how they treat you, because you'll be so shocked at what you find out about people and life in general. Let me tell y'all. So I just arrived at my new workaway, and right away, my host, 6'6", huge Mexican guy, thought he was friendly, first interactions, but then he started getting really passive aggressive, rude with me. The way he would talk with me was just very like if I was dumb or stupid or inferior. And my biggest pet peeve, like when we were out in public, like he would walk ahead of me and like kind of talk like behind, you know, like just leaving me, like, why aren't you walking with me? It was totally a power struggle, very, very passive aggressive, like I said. And yeah, I wasn't having that shit, right? So what did I do? Yesterday, I sat a grown-ass man down. I sat him down. I said, "Excuse me, sir, can we talk for a minute?" He had an attitude, and he was like, "Sure, yeah, about what?" I said, "Have a seat." Ooh, uh-oh. I said, "Have a seat." And I said, "Listen, I don't know what's been going on, but the way you've been treating me hasn't been acceptable. The way that you've been talking with me, the way that everything, your attitude is just very bad, and I don't appreciate it." So y'all, do y'all want to know what I found out? We ended up having about a 2-hour conversation, and just throughout that conversation, it was natural. He revealed to me that his wife being sick, mind you, yeah, his wife has had a very bad cold. She's been bedridden for like 12 days, which is so long, and they're kind of older people, like he's about to turn 50, to give you a little perspective. Yeah, he said this is the worst she's ever been in their entire relationship. And he said that his main goal is to die with her happily at the same time. Now, mind you, this came up naturally. This was like towards the end of the conversation where that was revealed. You know what I mean? So this man's life goal is to die happily with his wife at the same time. And I happened to arrive at a time where he thought she was dying. Now listen, that's no excuse for how rude he's been with me, for him taking that shit out with me. But from what I've seen in my little life, the pattern with people stemming from my childhood has been people taking their shit out on me. I'm not your punching bag, never have been, never will be. And so I discovered that this man is in a point of his life where he thought the worst of the worst was happening. And so he didn't know how to navigate those emotions, yet alone with a stranger, me. And so we had a really deep, heartfelt conversation about life and love and relationships and what it means to be human. All of that because I had the balls to say, you will not treat me this way. Not today, not tomorrow, and it doesn't matter what the fuck you're going through. Okay? It doesn't matter. we're still human beings, and there's a level of respect that should be maintained. It doesn't matter that you're 50, doesn't matter that I'm 21. So yeah, y'all, always stick up for yourself, but in an educated, proper, respectful manner, and you will get answers. And I will admit, we're good now. You know, we're good because there's a clear understanding that tension is gone, and his wife is feeling better today. And so everything's looking up.
Sling a rope.
Wanna fight me?
What?
Wanna fight me?
What do you mean, do I want to fight you?
Why are you refusing to hold back on me?
What?
Why are you refusing to hold back on me?
I'm pregnant. You better move away from me if I call the police and don't let me knock you in your head. I don't give a if you be sick in his head or not. How about, do you want to fight me? I would thump you in your mouth. Tramp. You fucking mental health people need to be locked up in a housing, blood. How about, do you want to fight me? You best step into me. I'll shank you in your head with my fucking tea bottle. And you're sitting there eating before you cuss out my time to move. How are you sitting there eating? You're sitting there eating English breakfast while the madman's telling me, do you want to fight me?
Yeah, do you want to fight me? Sit down. Look, sit down here. Do you want to fight me?
Do you want to fight me? Do you, your dreadlocks hanging down from your ear to ear, you little... Who are ya? Who are ya?
Who the fuck are you?
I know who you are. You're that crazy witch girl supposed to be born inside of a tree. Ain't supposed to be afraid of nothing. Well, I guess it's time somebody gave you something to be afraid of, girl.
You right about me. And my daddy was a Golden Gloves champion. And from the time I was little, he been teaching me how to deal with dumbass men who want to scare me. So, let me thank him now while you still conscious for giving me the opportunity to demonstrate some of the special shit he done taught me. Go on, unzip me. Unzip me now. I don't want this asshole's blood all over my dress. Well, come on. Where your belt at? Come on. Yeah. Use your belt. Come on.
I ain't got time to be dealing with this crazy shit. You ain't none of my concern, no way. Now, go on then.
Hi. What am I gonna do?
You are so full of yourself.
Am I?
Yeah.
What would you call you?
Yeah, what?
Like, how would you describe yourself?
Amazing.
Oh.
Sexy.
Right.
Wonderful.
Okay. You know what? All three of those things scream humility to me. Like, absolutely.
I've never been humble in my life, and I never will be.
Also,
I'm not jokey with men for real. If you know me in real life, you know I'm not no jokey person if I don't know you. Like, if we are complete strangers, I'm not no jokey person. I don't let men joke with me in certain types of ways because a lot of times they are bending and folding trying to see what time you're on. I don't let men make sexually explicit comments to me, around me. I don't feed into like how many times a day do you have sex? I don't let them play with me in that way. And also too, I also want y'all to know, like, just because you entertain those conversations and it don't mean that you get down like that. You are 1,000% right. But this is the other thing. When you ain't entertain conversations like that, they gonna keep doing it, and that's what make it annoying. Y'all be entertaining these weird conversations with men and letting them, you know what I'm saying, just be comfortable talking to you in certain ways about certain things. But because you sit there and entertain it and whatever, They don't feel like they did nothing wrong. And then you want to go to your friend, oh my God, girl, he is so weird. Like, he's so, yeah, he weird. He been weird the entire time. But you never gave your being weird energy. You was entertaining the energy. That's why it's like, you really got to be careful. Because, like, yeah. Men always temperature checking. They always applying pressure. They always trying to see what they can get away with. They always trying to see what you cool with. They'll ask you if you got a man, and then purposely say something explicit to see if you care enough about the man to even entertain they always collecting data. That's why I wholeheartedly do not play with them. I do not play with them. I'm not rude to them, and I don't disrespect them, but I don't play with them. That's a huge difference. I do not play with no man, because I know what men are capable of, and I know how men's brains are wired, and I never want to even give you the impression. I don't even want to give you the impression that it's like that. You gonna have to get your needs met with some other lady. There's another lady there's another lady down yonder that is just your type, not over here.
They have the audacity to make you uncomfortable. You should have the same audacity to make him uncomfortable. Do you understand what I'm saying? Y'all need to know your value, know your self-worth, and don't let society or dumb, stupid patriarchal morals keep you looking stupid and dumb. Get your money or dismiss. So, yeah, you don't want to be dealing with no dust and no person making you uncomfortable that you can't get no money out of. Waste the time. Y'all should start enjoying offending these men, because let me tell you, you might offend some of them, they might leave, but you're gonna intrigue some of them too, and they're gonna give you what you want. All right, let me repeat that. Y'all might offend some of these men and they can disappear and scurry off, or you might intrigue some of them to where they literally gonna spend on you. But it's better than wasting your time with someone who only sees you as a mattress roller and ain't trying to spend nothing. Do you understand? I like those odds better. I like the odds better of dismissing someone who ain't got nothing to spend, don't plan on spending, and only sees you as a mattress roller, versus intriguing someone enough to see, I wonder where this is going to go. Let me see what I can do. Here goes some money. I'd rather risk losing a man with the audacity to call you a mattress roller without calling you a mattress roller, and make room for the people that are going to be like, well, I'm intrigued. Let's see where this goes. Okay. Because you can get them guys out of the way that are wasting your time fast, and keep your options open for those who will be intrigued. Do you understand? You're not losing anything but someone who's wasting your time. Okay? So y'all need to think about this before y'all start.
I don't have to be nice. I don't have to accept your compliment. And when I didn't accept his compliment, he told me to fucking cover up. And we're gonna expose men like that. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch.
Women don't owe you conversation. Just because you say hello, good morning, you look nice, I don't have to acknowledge your compliment. He complimented me twice, and when I ignored him the second time, he said, oh, you could have said thank you. And when I ignored him again, he called me a bitch and said that I should cover up or wear more clothes, something like that. And I pulled my camera out to record him because I want men to be afraid to harass women. They're not afraid, and they should be. They should be afraid that they're going to end up on a TikTok for millions of people to see. Because catcalling women is never cute. It's never fun for us because we don't know if you're a safe man or not. And then when you turn around and call me a bitch and tell me to cover up, you prove my point of, well, you're not a safe man. Why do men feel entitled to our conversation?
A lot of y'all like to argue with men. I'm not arguing with no man. You like to argue with men not knowing that they get an emotional high off of any kind of emotional reaction from you. I'm not arguing with that man. You're not getting a free show. You got to realize that the reason why men are so overly freaked out is because they only exist in an exasperated, overly hyper sacral chakra. It's messed up. And that includes extreme anger, extreme rage, extreme euphoria. This is why they're always in an extreme or blocked. So when you fight with him and you're trying to make him care about something that he should care about or be responsible for his offspring because he should, you can be right until you're blue in the face. But if he don't care, he won't care. And you having the exchange with him is just feeding his ego at the very least, or at the very worst, it's draining you of your precious energy that you could be using with other women to create infrastructures around them.
I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash for saying this, but I do not feel sorry for women who stay in certain situations. Some of y'all women be knowing that y'all be dating niggas that don't be shit, and y'all still choose to stay. Then y'all want everybody around y'all to feel sorry for y'all situations. It's like, I don't understand how y'all want people to feel sorry for y'all when y'all sit there and y'all take the shit that the niggas be doing. Like, I had to learn that, like, you can't keep telling people the same sob story over and over again, especially when people are giving you advice and telling you to leave and you still choose to stay. That is strictly on you. Whatever you're going through, that is your own issue and your own problem, because everybody has the willpower to leave. And I know some situations, leaving is not the easiest thing to do, but there are ways that you are able to leave. And I know that some people do live in fear. I do understand that. But baby, you're going to have to muster up enough courage to get out and get away. And that's why I had to get to a point where I had to understand that me telling people what this nigga is doing to me, it wasn't going to change anything. People were just going to look at me like I was just weak. And then after a while, people were going to stop feeling sorry for me in my situation. Because like after a while, you are allowing that person to treat you like that. And when I be seeing women in certain predicaments, I no longer feel sorry for you. Because there's always a way out. Some of y'all just wait too long.
I'm rent-free in your head.
Yeah, vice versa.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, yeah. In situations. Pardon?
I said, I am glad.
Thank you.
But it's like you can't wrap your head around the fact that I'm okay with it. Okay. It's not your business whether I'm happy or not.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Cool. Doesn't really know how to act. I'll speak to you after. Don't come over. Being in some little triangle, from what you've said to me and what I've said to you, like, I've been very vulnerable. I'm not like this with people on the outside. Please don't get it twisted. I'm speaking about anything.
That's fine.
Good luck. I wish you the best. Okay. And yeah, it's done.
Oh.
Shut up when I'm speaking. Trying to wind me up, and I've not lost my shit the whole time.
But how is it even possible to win in a fight for your life against a man? As someone who's done it, I'll tell you. In my other videos, I've told the story of the predatory stalker who had been watching me for 7 years, who I defeated in hand-to-hand combat in a home invasion. What I'm going to tell you guys today is not specific moves or weapons. It's what to know if you get jumped unexpectedly. It's what to know if you get attacked in your home in your bed. AKA, you're most likely going to get attacked when you're not prepared. So I'm going to give you guys 5 things. Number 1, adaptability. Adaptability means you don't need the circumstances to be just right to be able to fight back and win. It means that you don't waste time thinking about how you wish it was a different scenario. And it means that you accept the reality of the situation that's unfolding as fast as you can. The more you sit in disbelief, the more you try to talk yourself out of it, the more you try to convince yourself that someone's coming to help you, the more time you lose. Once you accept the scenario that you found yourself in, then you start to look for weapons, you start to look for ways that you can defeat this person and win. You grab a glass bottle and break it off. You grab a pen. You grab a vase. You unscrew a light bulb and break that glass off. Basically, you deconstruct everything in your immediate environment and you look at everything that you can, not for what the sum of its parts is, but as materials that you can fight with. Sharp is good, heavy is good. Your adrenaline will take care of the strength. You'll be able to lift anything. Next, willingness. Sane people will naturally hold themselves back from trying to unalive someone else. This is something that you can practice beforehand. This is something that you can practice anytime you want. And then when you practice, you build neural pathways that allow you to more easily just dip into this mode. AKA, how far am I willing to go to protect myself? As women, we've been socialized to believe that the only time that we become ferocious is when we're protecting our children. You have the right to be ferocious in protecting yourself. I repeat, you have the right to be as ferocious as you need to be to protect yourself. So how far will you go? You will go all the way. Most of us are like, I don't know if I could do it. That's where the mental training comes in, that you have to go to that place where you say, either I do it or I don't get to live on this earth. I did not train my mind to do that prior to this experience, but I do think that I lost precious time and I could have done things potentially differently and potentially faster. This sounds gruesome, but visualize how far you're willing to go. Visualize what you know you would have to do and how many of those things you would do in order to protect yourself. Don't do this all day long because that's obsessive and you're going to go crazy if you do that. But this is where I say set aside time to think about what you're willing to do and push that even farther. Know that this is not a fair fight, and accept that this is not a fair fight, which means you don't fight fair. If someone has engaged in violence with you, especially someone that's larger than you and more prepared than you, they have already determined the circumstances of this fight as unfair, which should serve as a reminder, and I talk about this a lot, that there are no rules in a fight for your life. No rules. We often conflate a fight for your life with like a match, like a boxing match. A fight for your life is not the same, which means every ounce of vicious attack and merciless rage that you have inside you is on the table. Commit to yourself that you will not stop. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, you will not stop. If they try to scare you, if they threaten you, if they attack you even harder, you will not stop. In fact, you will get bigger. You will get scarier. You will get stronger. Attack vulnerable areas. Think of anywhere on the body that's soft. That's all you need to know. If your weapons are your fingernails, great. If your weapons are your teeth, great. If your weapons are your legs, great. If your weapon is your elbow, great. Or if you have any other thing that is in your near environment, plant pot, great. Use all of those things with the intention to get your attacker to stop coming at you. And however you need to get them to hold still, you get them to hold still. Vulnerable areas. Here. 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 And here. You guys know what I mean. Remind yourself of all the reasons that you have to live. Remind yourself of the beautiful future that's in store for you. Remind yourself that even if the past wasn't what you wanted it to be, the future can be. Remind yourself of all the people that love you. And if you can't do it for yourself, do it for them. And know that they're cheering you on. And last, believe that a woman can win. This is also something that you can practice in your everyday. Think it, verbalize it, live it. A woman can win. Boxing match is a game that's not meant for us to win against men. It's for men to fight other men that are of the same build. A fight for your life, you can outmatch that person with cunning, with being adaptable, by outsmarting them, by being quicker, by committing at an even deeper level. Internalize that, know that a woman can win.
This is your daily reminder that the reason that you have rights right now is because some loud ass woman decided to step up. This is your daily reminder that the rights you have right now is because some annoying ass woman said, you know what? We can have more rights. I deserve more things. Don't talk to me like that. And I bring this up because when people say like, oh, celebrities like Chappell Rowan, she was so annoying when she set boundaries with the press, right? People like Jasmine Crockett, who are female politicians, like she's so loud, she's so annoying. Those type of women are the reason you have rights. Because if those women back then did not say, hey, people deserve better, women of color deserve better, Native women deserve better, female immigrants deserve better, you would be 12 years old with 3 babies right now. 3 babies that you made. If men had full control, you would not be your mama. You would not be your mama. You would not be able to wear pants, go to school, learn the basic thing, drive a car, drive a bike, like even ride a bike was once political. The simple things that women can do right now, that little girls can do right now, is because some loud ass woman in the past said, let's stop this. Let's take a breather. We deserve rights. We deserve rights. And they were annoying. And people hated them back then. And people still hate them to this day. Because we all say like, oh my gosh, she was so great. Like, thank you this woman, thank you that woman for standing up for us. But when a woman does it today, everybody's like, she's so annoying. She's so loud. She's so ghetto. But without her, y'all wouldn't be here. I love a loud, annoying woman. I love annoying, loud women. Because Lord knows we need more of them. Lord knows we need more loud women.
Hard fact of life is, if you ain't no weak ass bitch, you will spend your whole life being punished for not being a weak ass bitch. At least people will try to. And I really hate to say that, but people really, really do not fuck with people who ain't weak ass bitches. Like, if you are ambitious enough, if you're assertive enough, if you are not about to let nobody play on your top enough, if you know how to set boundaries, if you don't let people talk to you crazy or talk about you crazy, if you are not afraid to address shit directly, people will hate you for it. And when I say people have a lot of y'all have a natural allegiance to losers. Cat Williams reference, by the way. Some white ladies like, you calling your clients losers. I'm referencing Cat Williams. Mind your white business. But yeah, like when you are somebody who's just not afraid to like stand up for yourself, people will spend your whole life trying to chop you down. Yeah, so shouts out to my bitches who stand up for themselves. Bitches not in a misogynistic way. I would never call a woman a bitch. Period.
So I want to share the story with you girls before your girl goes out there and work. And yes, I work because I'd rather work than have some son of a bitch sitting in my house and telling me, what's for dinner tonight after I just came home from a 13-hour shift. Ew, screw them. Anyway, you girls, I was having a conversation with my daughter and she says to me, Mom, when we go shopping for things, you just select things quickly. You don't even try them on. You could care less. She goes, but when it comes to your uniform, she goes, when you go, scrub shopping, you're very precise with what you get. And I said to her, listen to me, honey. I said, I spent 6 years of my life working to get into this uniform. I said, I wear this uniform with pride. I said, not only that, I become the voice for the most vulnerable. I said, and yes, they're vulnerable in the hospital because they're ill and a lot of them don't have family, unfortunately, and I have to be their voice and their family to make sure that decisions are made for them the right way, that I walk away without feeling guilty, that I did the right thing and I gave them everything that I had. So she was like, yeah, I understand. I said, this uniform, honey, is the most expensive outfit that belongs in my closet. I said, it beats all my Louis and my Chanels and all that bullshit that I could care less for. I said, this uniform allows me to buy everything else. Without this uniform, none of these other things would exist. Do you understand me? She said, yes, it makes sense to me. I said, that's right. So we have a girl, which is my daughter. Her name is Brianna. She's going to become an anesthesiologist. She wants to be a part of that team also. She has a long journey ahead, but that's okay because her grades will get her there. I'm so proud of her. I'm proud of the woman that I, had to forcefully be by raising 2 children because we had a coward that decided to walk away from his kids. And so all the men out there that decided, they're going to walk away their children so they can see, their women fall while they're raising their own children. I want you to know that women like us still exist, honey. You don't take us down easily. I want you girls to go out there and work for uniforms like this. Wear them with pride because this uniform is going to buy you the rest of that closet. If I did it, you girls can do it too. Do it for yourselves. Do it for your children, for the ones that want to see you win, especially those that want to see you fail. Let's get it.
Whenever somebody insults me or they say something disparaging or disrespectful, I always slow down. I never respond quickly. I always take a deep breath. Many a times when we feel like someone says something out of pocket, we are so quick to respond. We're so quick to laugh. We're so quick to put that person at ease that we completely miss what they meant behind that comment. I will immediately slow down, take a breath, and I won't respond. I won't say anything until I've formulated the words that I have to say something with grace. But what I won't do is let someone trick me into responding quickly. I always slow down. And I'll ask what they meant by that. What did you mean by that? What did you mean by that? I'm confused. What do you mean? I'm confused. Like, I will be so curious and allow that person to repeat themselves again and again, because the last thing I'm going to do is allow you to trick me into responding in such a way that doesn't represent my character.
If you are a person that sticks up for yourself and doesn't tolerate disrespect and does not let people walk all over you and be horrible and awful to you, I'm just telling you right now, if it hasn't happened already, be prepared to be labeled the villain and the bully in a lot of people's tragic life stories. Okay, if you're watching this and you have the mental capacity to understand what I'm saying and your frontal lobe is developing, this is likely already befallen you. Okay, this fate, but it happens. Like, people truly take personal offense when you do not let them abuse you and be awful to you and treat you like fucking dirt, and you stick up for yourself and you're like, hey, that's not cool. And matter of fact, I noticed that you're treating this person like shit too, so cut it out because you suck. Like, get a life, go find something to do. Like, you can't act like this. They will act like you came into their house, killed their entire family, and then stole the dog and sold the dog on fucking Facebook Marketplace. Like, people have totally lost their fucking minds. I mean, this isn't like new. Like, people have been like this forever. It just, like, when I became an adult, I was shocked to find out that, like, a very large percentage of adults are not normal, and they are in fact professional victims, and they make it everybody's problem. So, like, if this is you and you're wondering, like, why do I constantly run into so many problems? Like, why, like, am I always having issues with people when I didn't do anything? That's why. It's because people literally take personal offense when you don't let them treat you like shit. So keep doing what you're doing.
Not liking me is valid,
I probably stood up for myself and you didn't like it. And that's okay. Because a lot of people are comfortable with you as long as you stay quiet or agree quickly and don't take up too much space. But the moment you speak clearly, the moment you say, that doesn't work for me, the moment you stop bending, something shifts. Now you're different. Now you're too much. Now you're hard to deal with. But the truth is, you didn't change. You just stopped abandoning yourself to keep other people comfortable. Some people don't dislike you. They dislike that they can't cross your boundaries anymore. They miss the version of you that stayed quiet, that over-explained, that accepted less just to keep the peace. Standing up for yourself will cost you access. And it'll cost you access to people who benefited from your silence. And that loss can hurt, even when you know it's necessary. Choosing yourself was never meant to be convenient for everyone else, right? It was meant to be honest. And if being honest made someone pull away, that wasn't rejection. That was clarity.
Ladies, let me tell you, as a woman, I learned to stand up for myself earlier on. As a very young girl, I was about 12. I was in a boarding school, and we were having preps, like a reading session, a self-study session that's held at night. And I remember that one of these boys really got on my nerves, and we exchanged words, and the next thing I knew, a felt pen flew cutting across my face. Oh my God, let me tell you. So I got up and I fought that guy, pushing lockers, chairs, left, right, until he was on the wall. And once we got to the wall, once I had like pressed him up on the wall, the class went quiet. That is something that happens here. And the teacher on duty was at the door. So he was like, the two of you, just as you are, come, follow me. And we went and we sat on the floor of the staff room until it was time to go to sleep. And we went and slept. Let me tell you, from that day, once I went to the dorm, the girls' dorm, the girls were like, oh yes, you're that girl. Eh? Hey, it's good you taught that boy a lesson. Even the girls were like a class ahead of me. That boy is used to poor mannerisms. It's good you stood up for yourself and for a lot of us. It's good. Eh? Hey, I was feeling so nice. Let me tell you, that is the first time among many that I learned how to stand up for myself. Let me tell you, I'm a very outspoken person. I'm a person who, it's like what you see is what you get. I'm the sweetest person. I'll understand you. I'll listen. I'll cherish you. I'll accommodate you. But the moment you cross me, I'll return. You see, how much I love you, I'll hate you the same way. That is how I am. Like, it's brutal. That's how I am. And I don't have second guesses about cutting people off. I'll just cut you off. Like me, the moment you cross me to a certain level, I just know like we are not coming back from this. And I just delete your number. I just block you. I have no shame in doing that, by the way. People who have dealt with me, people who are around me, like even my kids, teacher, whoever, like they know I don't play. They know I'm a short wire. I don't play. I don't play, but we laugh. I'm the sweetest person, but hey, just dare me. Dare me. They say that the greatest type of anger is created in a person with a good heart. Let me tell you, that's the truth. Because people will walk all over you. You have to learn how to stand up for yourself, especially as a woman. Men will test you. And then men have this thing of like, as a woman, it's like you are not a person. It's like you should not get angry. It's like you don't have emotions. It's like you're a wall. It's like they can walk all over you. It's like you're not supposed to talk over them. You see those rules? That's perpetuating all what I've said, let me tell you. So as a woman, you have to prove them wrong. If a man is making you uncomfortable, make him uncomfortable too. Like, you have to be very shameless. They know women, we have been conditioned to be shameful, so they'll try and attack you, they'll try and body shame you, they'll try and despise you even in public. So you have to return the same energy to them. right there and then in front of people. Let me tell you the truth. Whenever you do that, a man will never mess with you again. I don't care whether this is your partner, whether this is your brother, your uncle, whoever, that man will never mess with you again. Whether this is your colleague, that man will never mess with you again. Let me tell you the truth. So learn to stand up for yourself. And as a woman, if you learn to stand up for yourself, you'll be doing even your children a huge favor. Like, your children will be protected. Your children won't be touched by people. Your children won't be stepped on by a lot of people, especially the men or the man you entertain in your life. Let me tell you the truth. But if you're this woman who never stands up for herself, who is always afraid, who is always, you're afraid of men, that's why you're submissive. Please, bitch. Me, let me tell you, we can go toe to toe. I agree I'm not physically strong as a man, but you'd rather unalive me than for you to disrespect me to a certain level. Let me tell you the truth. But the moment you show me that you can put your hands on me as a man, just prepare for my comeback. Because if I get you, you'll be hospitalized. You'll be in a wheelchair for the rest of your life. If I get you, yeah, you need to make these men understand who the fuck you can be. Don't let them play with you. Let them know you don't play that. Let them know you're crazy. You're a crazy person. Especially if you're a Sagittarius. I know you feel me on this one. Like, our mad is not normal people mad. Like me personally, I just get so mad. I don't know how to sugarcoat it. I don't know how to hide it. I just don't know how to play it off. You will just know I'm upset with you. Hey, let me tell you the truth. Anyway, I hope you learned something from this video. I hope you enjoyed my commentary. Let me know in the comment section down below what other topics you'd love to see on this channel, and I'll appreciate your feedback. Anyway, have a nice day, a nice evening, a nice night, whatever time this video is finding you, and bye.